I apologise to everyone for choosing this game and inflicting it on you. I very nearly didn't come back to finish it because I really didn't enjoy it yesterday, but I just want to get it done and out of the way, and then I'm going to wrap with some thoughts that it's triggered for me overall about the game design and some of the choices that they've made and some general UX/CX feedback. Remove location from map when he's done. What's that supposed to even mean? So I reckon I need to go back to Betty's office at this point.
So Mr. G's wife is involved with something sinister.
Because where we finished yesterday, it was telling me I needed to go back to the police.
But that's not what's got me thinking.
So this is very much a load screen.
Things are bugging me.
Where they're trying to...
I have a big itch on my back that I end to. Mr. G's a sheep, which would be fine if Elma wasn't a sheep as well. That's too many sheeps in one case just to be a coincidence.
Particularly given he kept stumbling over E as a name yesterday. I'm pretty sure they're related.
And since I suck at basic math, I'm gonna go talk to Betty. She at least could count above 10, I think. As a passing observation, there's an awful lot of double entendres in this game. Let me check my drawers when talking about how women find him. The amount of snark in this game would be charming if the characters were likeable. They're not. So the snark just comes across as mean-spirited. Yeah, they're brother and sister. Given they directly lead you to this, so you shouldn't need to do the load screen. Half sister, okay.
We didn't ask about the other name. Do we get the choice? I don't know why we have to wait for the load screen. I'm back at the bar. I'm glad I'm not using the old keyboard with the damaged spacebar. we get a new location. Oh. No one else to talk to? What's the barkeep got to say? Alright, so let's have a look in the journal, talk to Elmer. So each of the red things appear to be achievements that I should have in Steam. I do not. None of them have crossed across, as I looked just before. So let's go to Elmer's.
I should have known.
So it's obviously not talking back to the Steam coin. For whatever reason. I don't know if I'll flow them all through if I complete the game, though the ones that are there
Should have known the
are
minute
looking
that dame started
like
looking
partial
sheepish.
completions
Well,
on people.
I mean, she always looks sheepish. She's a sheep. But she's locked up in this case tighter than my belt, after which would be pretty tight if I wore a belt. I think it's time she gave me some real answers, ideally spelled out in small words, with a helpful diagram, maybe with puppets. I do love puppets.
Her place has been ransacked. You got burgled. One of the few people that know her address is her brother. And he knew she had the other collar. Feels like it's padded. The dialogue isn't great. It's just there to kill time. Anything else in here? Got liquor. The collar's in there. The collar's in there. And I have to do something to unlock it. Big assumption. The sheep puns are not good. I figure there's at least 4 locations to go. You would not. Are you going to recognise the hat? This game, honestly, could have been 2 hours long. Didn't need to be this long. What's in the diary? Know that you went to school. She's still got one. It's in the drinks cabinet. It's in the drinks cabinet. So there's the door, there's the drinks cabinet, there was something else I had to look at. It was in the mess. Got what it was. That's where the collar is. So there was something else I had to do. Who braked in Elmer's? That's not correct, though. There was something else in the mess that she said. Ah, there it is. The hat. It's a beret.
Right. The thief did leave a hat. Not a particularly
flat
stylish
cap.
one either.
Oh, it's the newspaper dude.
I call it the Cowpat Special. Hang on. I've seen this hat before. I've seen someone wearing it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Almost. Wait a minute. It can't be. Then Jay is. It's Jimmy, the thief. The one working with the cult should have known he was a stool pigeon. Or, well, the opposite, I guess. I should tell Elma who did this.
So it's popping up on the bottom of my screen that I've completed an achievement there. So let's just look back at Steam. Oh, ta-da! It unlocked my first achievement. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm not playing it again to get the rest of the achievements. It says I've unlocked one of 14 achievements. Let's see how far along through the achievement list that is. My achievements. I can't tell. I did it. There seems to be 4 achievements left. Alright. Start with camera view. Well, they're non-existent. I reckon you're going to give him the attuned collar, let him take it with him, and then you're going to port to where they've gone.
Anyway, my plan was...
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way to mess it up.
My collar on Jimmy somehow. Wait until he's... Now all I have to do is figure out how to get the collar on him. But how to do it... pat him on the back and tape it to him. No,
Put it in his pocket.
kind of bolted onto his neck. Boy, coming up with brilliant plans is hungry work. I'm starving. I could use a sandwich. Wait, that's it.
There's
One universal truth among it. It's true for me. And that means it's besides. Mrs. G's diary mentioned, so there's no way Jimmy's gonna turn not even one with a secret ingredient. The secret ingredient being my collar. All I have to
How's he going to eat a collar without noticing?
the sandwich with
It's the assumption that
but first,
bird won't.
I have to make the sandwich. It has to be a sandwich tasty enough for Jimmy to take it with him, but not, and it's gotta be thick and sloppy enough to hide. So, to start, let's go with what self-respecting pigeon is gonna turn down bread and birdseed. In fact, maybe I should put in an extra slice in the middle, bread sandwich.
Or a club sandwich.
Jimmy's gonna love it. Maybe a few extra slices just to be. Next, I'll add. Looks like this small wilted cabbage is the only. I guess sheep go through their veggies pretty. Cabbage is basically the same as lettuce. Totally. I'll just stop there. I'll put the whole head of cabbage. It's small. It'll be fine. A good sandwich always has tons of, and by good
Oh, I'm
sandwich,
glad this guy doesn't
sandwich
cook
that
for me.
I like. Of course, Mrs. G's diary did, but he's a bad guy, and therefore wrong. So, tons of mustard. Now to add, okay, just have to smoosh my collar. I guess this would count as adding collard greens. Well, I thought it was funny.
I did not.
Good job, internal me.
No.
All right. Sandwich is all ready to go. Now I just have to get it to Jimmy. There's nothing else I have to do here. Okay. One thing I have to do.
We're going to go load
There's
screen.
enough bread and mustard left. I've left enough for Elma's next. I'm sure a wilted cabbage leaf, a half slice of bread, and a dollop of mustard is enough, right?
Be careful. Oh. He's got the wrong one? He's given the wrong sandwich to a... The 3 slices of bread is the giveaway.
To the bird who sold me that newspaper, the guy should have known. Can't trust it. Backstabbing. underhanded. I'm the one bringing them all to just shining a light on whatever weird, criminal, culty ring. Just wish, justice and truth.
I wonder if this was voiced by the guy who does the Thingo trailers. Still night. I can't go in there still, can I?
No getting in here. Market's closed and locked off till morning.
Yeah. It's been days and it's still closed and locked off. Yep, he's missing his hat.
All the pieces are in motion. It's the point of the moment when the facts come to light and the case solves itself.
It's not going to solve itself. I'm betting he gave the wrong sandwich to the wrong person and he's going to end up back where Elmer is.
If that Jimmy's got the sandwich with the collar inside, by now he'll be on his way to the cult meeting. If he's planning ritual kidnappings and home break-ins, obviously he'll want to bring a tasty and filling sandwich.
It's going to be in the rubbish at the hideout.
Meaning I can teleport there via the collar inside, and once I'm there, all I have to do is bring the entire cult to justice. Expose their ties. I have no idea how I'll do all that, but I'm sure I'll figure it out as I go along.
You are an intensely disappointing individual. Do you have anything new to say, or are you just ignoring me still? Did I give you the wrong...
All right. Jimmy should be...
wrong sandwich.
He is.
Hey, Eric. Yes, it's exceptionally weird, and
I've got no clue.
I don't know why I'm finishing it, other than I just hate not finishing stories.
This switch, and there might be no
I feel like I'm probably at least 3/4 of the way through now, so I'm going to push through and finish it, and then I have some... let's go.
Before Jimmy gets too peckish and starts tearing into that
I have some thoughts on the game design and other aspects of it, which I'll go into when we get to the end. This time, maybe they'll solve some of them, but I don't think they will. forest. I don't feel like forest is the final destination.
Whoa. What is that stuff on the trees?
They're called
Why are
leaves.
they and how do I even know what green? Well, if it's in color, this place has to be important, right? This must be the cult hideout. Seeing as Jimmy definitely would have taken such a nice sandwich all the way to 8, he definitely wouldn't have thrown the sand like it was garbage. What the heck? How could he toss my pomade sandwich? I spent minutes slaving away to make that. Besides, throwing things out of a moving, that's litter. I can excuse cult rituals and better keep this safe. It seems to end up in the garb now to find where Jimmy went.
So pick up the collar, dude.
I'd better be careful. This is cult territory after all. Anyone I bump into is likely to be working for the cult. I'd better keep my cat's eye peeled.
There were people off to the side in the background, vaguely visible. So did you pick up the collar? I have one. Find cultists where? So there's someone over there. Is there anything else? There's something over there. That's the wolf. Mrs. G and Jimmy. No. Mrs. G and a sheep. I've only had two. Oh, it's her husband.
I knew it. There's no other explanation except for, you know. But what are the chances they'd have a good explanation?
Sigh.
That was the moment I knew she was pure evil. Kidnapping and joining a dark cult is one thing.
Could have asked her about the ballet. So I have two collars, the flat cap, a key, my torch, a map I can't use, my journal, Rhino.
First one suspicious encounter, then another. That can't be a coincidence,
It's
right?
Lily,
Please tell
his
me
dance
I'm
instructor
right.
friend, and her husband.
Okay. The previous suspect might have claimed a good reason for being out here, but
It would be nice if there was something of value in those interactions. We've got another couple down the road. Trying to see the shapes. Got the moose and the bird. Alright. Jimmy and Rudy.
more animals. This
Since when
time
did
it's
animals
gotta
live in
be
the forest?
what are the
Animals
chances
frequently
that
live
a
in the
third
forest.
suspect has a...
Give him the hat. Life drawing. The audio design on this is really quite distressing. And again, he was alone. There's another yellow dot up ahead, and a couple over there. That's the next closest one by the look of it. Who now? Fox. Have we encountered a fox before?
Call me a crazy cat, but I'm beginning to see the tiniest inklings of a pattern.
Oh, the courier, of course, yes. Doing a pickup or a drop-off, dude? How speedy is your service? Honestly, this game could be a fraction of the length that it is. They just keep padding stuff in. So there's a dot there. Just keep following the road, I suppose. And the people I've spoken to already vanish. All right. This is the epitome of a linear game. Hello, Francis.
Take your suspicious butt to your... Because if so, I thought I had it on my calendar.
We're going to see Betty along here at some point. Yep, so he's gone now, so keep going down the road. Oh, gotta find a different way. Apparently I can't cross water. Ah, the scales.
Weirder. How crowded the fort or house somehow. None of them have caved under me. I've tried nothing, and I'm all out of ideas.
You have indeed tried nothing and are all out of ideas. I've tried freaking everything. Hello, Manny. Jaws, what do you got to say? What's Chompy got to say? I wish game designers would respect players' time. Who's over here now? We haven't seen Betty yet. We got a warthog, a duck, and a duck. Alright.
Oh, for you.
Police chief? Oh, it's the book, people. Okay, I have mice and mice. Oh, it's Sergi. No, it's not. It's the guy behind the counter at the bookshop. Away from the booze. Alright, look for a yellow dot. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. It has no information as to the right way and the wrong way to go. Alright, so that's back where I came from. Oh, yeah, that's back where I came from. So let's... Oh, there's a dot over that way. Let's go that way.
Gee, this bunch also has an incredibly convenient...
What's the password? Does Sergi have anything to say? I don't think he does. Alma. Looking for a dot that I haven't been to yet.
Please, let this be the last.
Oh. So even his next door neighbour is out here. Come on, are there any more yellow dots? Is there a way across the river, a ford or something? I feel like that's where there's the mansion. Is there a bridge over there? Alright. Let's go back to the road. There appears to be a bridge up there. There's a dot. I do not like the visuals here. Oh, who have we got here? The police. Oh. Ah. I feel like using some very Australian language right now. Ah. They think they're clever. There's the bridge. There's the bridge.
Looks like a cabin.
This is a mansion?
Exactly the kind of remote secret location. Who knows what sort of diabolical scene I'll be walking in on.
It won't be diabolical. It's certainly not a mansion.
Okay. Significantly less diabolical than I expected. But hang on. I thought the whole point of a cabin was to either someone's missed the point or something's up with this place. I'd better look around.
Alright, so we have multiple dots. So what a bunch of lights.
Whoa. These wall lamps are really shoddily made. They just fold over the second you touch them.
Which is going to cause the cabin to drop or a secret door to open or something.
But what are the chances a secret? I wonder if there are any others.
There's at least 2 more.
Open sesame.
There's the fireplace over there. And
Wait. Open. Open sesame. Sesame. Would you please open? Ugh. No way I'll make it from the switch to not without getting squished. Maybe I could brace the door open with something. Eesh. This culture doesn't go much for convenience, does it? Ah, perfect. That should be sturdy enough to wedge the door open.
so we do all that again. Oh. Oh. They really have gone out of their way to make the supposed puzzles as tedious as possible. This feels like a repeat of the passwords on the door thing.
Woo. Hope that'll hold. Guess it just needs to for another few seconds.
Man, just freaking jump in, dude. Caves are a mine shaft. Doesn't seem particularly cave-like. Right, so we have a map on the wall.
Oh, hey. That's handy. A map of the evil kidnapping cult's lair.
Alright, let's maybe take a screenshot of that so I can refer to it while I am doing stuff. Alright.
See, there it is. Lair in big letters.
So we've got the lab, sea and lair, and the cemeteries.
Even
So let's go to the lab first.
How thoughtful. I guess that must be where the cultists gather. Let's not be there for the moment. But oh hey, it looks like we're close. That's not creepy, and that the elephant graveyard is near here. Huh. Hope they've got big holes and big shovels to dig them. Budgie burial grounds. For all the budgies and birds of a feather. I was there once.
Yeah, looking for snacks?
Mistook it for an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Yeah.
And of course, kitty for the dead. I'll be there one day. It seems this tunnel system links up with all the cemetery. I'm sure that's not in any way, shape, or form going to be important information to remember. Maybe I should explore for myself a little. Worst case, I can always check the map if I forget anything in 2 minutes or so.
So this should be the way to the lab. Who's going to be in the lab?
Whoa.
They have a cage very similar to the one
What is all this stuff?
at the clock shop.
Whatever it is, it's maybe I should go find something I do know about.
I'm just going to have a look here before I wander off. Even if it won't let me interact with any of it. Alright. Should be a crossroads. It should go to dead ends in each direction. Huh. No, that's going to the cult. Alright. That's going to the lair. Let's check out the other locations first. So this should be the dead end. Yup. Oh, no, it wasn't a yellow dot. It's just the light reflecting something. Oh, God. The UX on this is terrible. Alright, C, whatever C is.
Oh, they got a cell cozy. Everything a cult HQ needs for nefarious.
There's Schrodinger. Max or Marx?
Yes, Gera. Isso. Isso. Certeza. Das Frucht. Und das Unge. Richtig. Unsere Sabbe.
They're trying to be clever. They're not well equipped for it. Not well equipped at all.
Sabe? Anemos? Que? Skillrummer. Das ist Frücht. Richtig. Andere Sabe. Was? Nice. So in dem Fall. Und erst so. Ja. Leben. Blabla. So. Ja, so. Stesa. Dins. Ja. Zbynes. Eds. Slap. Stesa. Dins. Ja. Ja. Ja, so ist in dem Fall. Das ist Frücht. Und erst so. Richtig. Stia. Nimm's? Okay. Isso. Leben. Blabla. Sabe? Zbynes. Eds. Skillrummer. Ja. Richtig. Skillrummer. Das ist Frücht. Ja. So ist es. Stia. Und erst so. Isso. Nimm's? Stesa. Slap. So. Leben. Blabla. Sabe? Andere Sabe. Das ist in dem Fall. Zbynes. Eds. Dins. Ja. Nice. Dins. Ja. Slap. Leben. Blabla. Andere Sabe. Skillrummer. Ja.
I would love for this game to blink out of existence.
Zbynes. So ist es. Was? Nimm's? Okay. Richtig.
I don't understand any of the design choices they've made. They probably did it so they didn't have to pay for voice actors to do all the voice lines. They can just do text, and they're using looping sounds for all the in-game dialogue as opposed to his monologuing.
Stesa. Das ist Frücht. Stia. Das ist Frücht. Dins. Ja. Ja, so ist. Andere Sabe. So ist es. Stia. Nice. Slap. Stesa. Ja. Und erst so. Zbynes. Eds. Skillrummer. Das ist in dem Fall. Isso. Was? Richtig.
That's a reasonable statement about cults.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about why this game is bad, and I'm going to try and organise them as we get to the end. But I want to see if the story actually delivers anything of value by the time we get there. And I'm leaning towards no, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt until I get there. Look, I get it's a little indie game. They will probably be limited on budget, and they may have only been either a solo developer or a handful of developers doing it. I'm not in love with the lighting through it. Like the screenshots I saw from the press kit before I played it, the Noir thing looked kind of cool, but it feels like it's been deliberately underlit. That's made it. It's giving me eye strain, to be frank, because the contrast is so bad. And it's possible I could go in and muck around with the settings, but it should by default work a bit better than it has been. I will try and collect my thoughts before I get to the end so that I can try and do it in some sort of organised manner. Because I'm also probably going to update the description of the video with a timestamp of when I start talking about all my issues with the game. So that if people don't want to sit through the whole playthrough, which I understand perfectly, I'm not really thrilled that I've sat through the whole playthrough. So I've spoken to him. Do I need to say anything more to him? I don't think I do at this point. I will talk to him again after I've helped him escape. So next thing seems to be find cultist's lair. Am I at the crossroads? Yes, I am. So, hang on, which way did I go? This should be to the cultist's lair. Yep, it's moving in the right direction. There should be this big room coming up.
Take down the weirdo cult as I am. I sort of feel it just seems so. Not to mention dangerous as heck. Though clearly that wouldn't stop me.
I don't know why it wasn't. Oh, why can I not go forward? So it's not going to stop me, but the invisible wall sure is. This is the other thing that annoys me about this game.
As raw takedown, it just seems so. Not to mention dangerous as heck. Though clearly that wouldn't stop me.
Alright, back to the lab. Presumably I can now interact with the lab. Their breadcrumbing is terrible. Gone to the dead end. Contrast is so bad, it's really hard to see where the... Alright, I'm back there. Alright, so where is the gap in the wall that is nigh on impossible to see? There. So we have stuff. Alright, box. Open the box. What's in?
Didn't Schrodinger say something about his experiment? Well, this is a box. Ingenious, really.
It's a snuff box.
Yeah. This has got to be it. I bet Schrodinger's gonna be impressed.
No, he's not going to be impressed. This is just like the damned room with all the safe doors. This box. It's not. No, that's his snuff box.
Things. Ja, so ist verrückt.
This is the same design that they had for the go back and forth combinations. All right, so we have a watch, we have a banana. Let's go with the watch.
A watch, huh? But that must be its gene. He said it was a mini. How much more mini do you get? That guy. Okay. That I'm sure Schrodinger will agree.
Is he going to describe it to me?
Caesar. Ja, so ist. Slam ich in. Things. Ja.
There's a banana there. Time bends like a banana. Flies like a banana? Is that the saying? Alright, so we have the banana. Is there anything else lighting up in this room right now? Nope. Just the banana.
Huh. Why is there a banana? Which clearly means I bet there's all sorts of string. Alright. I got the third time's the charm.
You said that before about the damn store. And it was a
Land
one.
on my feet. What did I trip on? Looks like some garbage just lying around. Someone should call him on that. I'll bring this along so I can wave it in his face and scold
It's the teleporter with the red and the green button.
Ja. Ja, das ist verrückt. Richtig. Caesar. Ed. Things. Richtig. Stia. Slam ich in. Ja, so ist. Ja, das ist verrückt. Und er ist so. Okay. Huh? Zbynes! Heads. Ja, richtig. Caesar. Ja, das ist verrückt. Okay.
He's gonna knock the wood.
blah blah.
The cat's going to knock the wood.
Oh, that's some. Who's that? Fiends. Yes, so. Blah blah. Get hot. Slap again.
I should have paused a second, but the elephant graveyard is probably better than going to the cat graveyard as cat.
Empty.
So, left, left, right, right, left, right. Oh, it's the old Capcom code.
Well, crap. He sure hope it was because he was worried about me and wanted to anyway. I guess I won't, which means there's only one way to go.
Back to the cultists. Apparently that's the last achievement. So hopefully I finish this very soon. It's taking much longer than I really wanted to. No, we look at the map again.
I'd better check the map out again if I'm gonna get out of here.
So we go through the lair and then into the cemeteries. Left, left, right, right, left, right. Alright. We need to come to the crossroads. We go that way. Up. Loops off to the left. Down. Around. Is it going to let me go through this time?
All right, here we go. If there are any lions in the cult.
The bartender, the rabbit, the rhino, the wolf, the mantis, and Jimmy. Oh, he's the head of police.
So the chief of police, that's the least. Just like Schrodinger. Oh, good. I was worried I'd screw. Ugh. Maybe if I lean in a little.
Please don't make me do another combat. The combat interface on this is terrible. So they just want to return to nature. You won't care about money if you turn back into a wallflower. Being dumb and being distracting, I would say that's a fair description of what cats are. And he's got all 5 collars. Oh, fuck. Freaking temple run. You have to dodge at the right time. Yeah. I hate these sort of things. What was it? So what's the control to run? To dodge. So what's the command to go that way? It's not telling me what the command is. This is one of the biggest problems with the game, is its UX is terrible for explaining how it doesn't tell me how to turn. That doesn't tell me. Yeah, let's just go with that. Because frankly, I'm not going to keep messing with that.
It was one of those, the good news. I've got the map to check the actual route to take out of this place. The bad news. I'm stuck in this cage, unable to get out. And yep, they took my collar. Only thing they left in there was old lint, an empty lighter, and... Wait a minute. Schrodinger's teleporter. I forgot he handed it to me. They must not have known what it was.
Well, I'm not seeing it in my
To
inventory.
be fair, neither do I. But maybe it'll do the same for me too.
I've still got the 2 collars in my inventory and Jimmy's
Who
cap.
knows? Well, wherever it is, it's gotta be better than here. All right, deep breath. Am I ready to use the teleporter and get out of
I've
here?
got nothing to lose and no reason to stay. Oh, don't tell me it's going to make me do that damn run regardless. I haven't yet worked out what is the command. So I'm just going to take a moment to I can't work out what the commands are. I'm trying to find anything that tells me Albert Wilde run through to graveyard commands. Well, that's totally unhelpful. Alright, let's retry and see if I can work out what the command is. So dark. Is it the mouse buttons? Nope. That doesn't do it. None of the commands are working. Pokemon type games. What other keys do I have that it's responding to? It's supposed to be... Oh, okay, that one worked. I can't tap it until the arrow appears. Alright. Alright, that's not the one. That's on left. This is ridiculous. Its control system is awful. And it has very little grace period on how long you've got to push the buttons. Oh, wrong one. There is much swearing going on at my end. So we have to go left. Left. Right. Right. Left. Left. Down. Left. Down. Right. Right. Left. Left. Right. Alright. That should get us to the elephant graveyard. Apparently, the maze that it gives you is dependent on which option you choose. I'll catch my breath.
Made it. Glad I took the truncated route to the... Now, let's hope they don't catch up too quick.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Stia. Zbyt These, oh, that's some.
Does that mean it's over? Just say he's awesome. You're awesome.
Stia.
There's something about the drive home after solving a case. You're tired, but drained, but delighted.
Ja. Stia.
The end.
Let me in.
So glad this is nearly over. Okay. Time to gather some thoughts. Albert 693. Overreach, absolute overreach. Please don't make this another long and needlessly time-wasting explanation.
Stia. Let me in. Oh, that's so Things, well, yeah. Yeah, so lemons, okay. Oh, yeah. It's fresh.
Oh, he's got the dumb thing well and truly under control. I don't want this to be a multiversal thing.
Just another day. And this city never changes. Well, one reality, at least. This city is rotten to the core. It stinks like a warthog that's been wallowing in some suspicious brown mud left. Someone's gotta clean up this city. I guess it's gotta be me. Who else could I trust to keep this city's butt clean and well licked?
He's still on his butt fixation. That's some human legs. Oh no, it's Betty. Okay. I regret so many of my choices in life, and especially this one.
This city never changed, except when it does. Shocking twist of logic, I know. I always worked as a but lately, I've begun to realize everything else might have gone back to normal after Schrodinger and that's one souvenir I'm gonna hang on. Well, that and the other, the name's Albert Wilde. Private Eye. I solved the cases no one else wants. In this reality or the next. I'm not just cleaning up this city. I'm cleaning up every city. Wait, that reminds me. I need a new mop and bucket. I'll have to go shopping later. Betty won't mind if I store it in her office. Anyway, I'm not just a PI. I'm Albert Wilde. Quantum PI.
Is that meant to be Magnum PI? Alright. Thanks. Okay, where to begin? Probably my first issue with the game is the control system. It doesn't explain itself at all well. It does not do any sort of tutorial at the beginning as to how the control system works. It does not use standard UX elements to explain what the UI elements are. The yellow dot to direct you is, fine as far as it goes, but it's not used consistently. Far too often the dots were available when you could no longer progress on that dot, or when it wasn't something you could progress with yet, when they should have turned them off when you couldn't interact with them, because it would put you into loops that you couldn't exit out of without running through the entire loop again. But on other occasions, the only way to progress was to continue interacting until it ran out of options. So it was inconsistent in how it did that, which made for a very frustrating experience. And there were several occasions, particularly in the early game, where I felt blocked because I couldn't see what options were available to me, because there was no indication that I had to go back to a previously interacted with object to progress, because the ones that I had finished with were still active. So there was no way to externally distinguish between the ones that were active and which ones were inactive. Whoever wrote the questing narrative for it thought they were far cleverer than they actually were. There were far too many examples of where the joke ran far too long. Having to talk to every single group in the forest went way too long. You spoke to every single character you had interacted with previously again. Having the door gag in the sewer where you had to go back and forth to get the password for each and every door, and dialogue for each and every code was way too long and you had to run back and forth. That was just dumb. The combat was poorly done. The screen display, one of my core issues with the game was while Noir, black and white, is fine as a visual style, the way they did it, frankly, gave me a headache. Same as the audio style. And then when we came to the combat, the contrast on the health and I'm guessing energy bar, it didn't explain what it was so low contrast. I attempted the combat multiple times before I even noticed they were there because they didn't pop out to me. They were tucked right out in the far corners of the screen, which I play on a fairly large screen, and weren't high enough contrast to actually distinguish. The mobs that I was fighting didn't seem to telegraph what they were going to do in order to use my defensives. And when I was looking for hints yesterday for another bit, I saw a comment about the combat where someone was saying you're going to have to just keep doing it over and over until you get through it. So other people obviously found that it didn't telegraph itself well. One of the core functions of a game, in my mind, that distinguishes between a game and an interactive storybook is your choices have to have consequences. Not a single choice I made in the game had a consequence. The one time that I made a choice to branch elsewhere, so continue to investigate, it just put me back into exactly the same loop. I had to go through the same path regardless. Probably the only difference at the end there was which of 3 paths, elephant, bird or cat, which cemetery I ended up with. There were different codes of whether you had to go left or right running through the passages at the very end. The game is buggy. I think I observed earlier that even though I have played the whole game through, I don't have all the achievements in Steam because it didn't recognise any of the achievements from the first playthrough. Only the ones from today's sessions have been flagged. And I'm absolutely not playing it again to do it again. Just looking at my total playtime, 2 hours plus nearly 4 hours. Yes, so it took me roughly 6 hours to play through it. It's advertised as a 6 to 10 hour game. Quite a few sections of the game, I was just mashing the spacebar to get through everything as quickly as possible because it was boring, which is really the worst sin for a narrative game, to be boring. The narrative, look, the characters were in no way I didn't find them engaging. I didn't have empathy for any of them. One of the things that my other half and I recently we've been going. We go to a lot of theatre shows, mostly musicals. There's been a number of shows we've seen recently that were written in the 80s and 90s, where we've come out of them going, the reason we don't like them is they've aged really badly, and part of why they've aged really badly is none of the I don't care about any of the characters in it. And that's how I felt about this game. I didn't care about any of the characters. None of them were charming or engaging in a way that made me care about the outcome. They were just annoying. Look, a bunch of people worked on this. I don't want to say that, they should never work in games again, but I think quite a few of them need to go back and examine some of the choices they made. The lighting was terrible. The whole mechanic with the torch. Yeah, they just, if it was a student game, I'd say it's okay for a first attempt, but it was a pretty big team to deliver this as a commercial game that people paid money for. And I fail to understand why they thought it was a good idea. Look, indie games try different things. I don't think this one was particularly successful. And I certainly wouldn't, at the moment, be hunting out new games by this developer or publisher. Someone thought it was a good idea to publish this. They need to go back and look at how they do their scripting, both from a coding point of view and game design, but also the dialogue, etc. As you commented, Eric, about why they don't use actual speaking for all the speaking parts. That will have been to keep the costs down. The voice of Albert Wilde when he was monologuing sounded a bit like the guy who does the Thingo trailers with the big boomy voice, and maybe they engaged him. I'd have to go back through the credits, which I don't know that I care enough to check, to see what he did, whether that was him. But it was disappointing, and I'm really sorry for anyone who checked in to watch it. It was just bad, and I'm probably going to update the comments with a timestamp when I've started talking about this bit. Looks like it just dropped connection momentarily. I got a swirly. Yeah, it's just been disappointing the whole way through. So for the people who did drop by, thank you for persevering. Not every game each month is going to be a win. I'm going to go take a break, and when I get back, I'm probably going to do something a bit more interesting like some No Man's Sky, or I'm going to really, really take a break and take some time away from the keyboard, or go kill some demons in Diablo or something that I don't stream. But thank you for those who did stop by. Hopefully I will find something a bit more entertaining for next month, and I'm probably going to be a bit stricter about it being a shorter game. I gave this one the benefit of the doubt because I really enjoy detective games as a whole and the problem solving and the mystery, and I had read that they were inspired by Myst, etc., Myst and Ribbon, but I really don't think they understood the design principles behind Myst and Ribbon. If anyone's got any comments on what they thought about the game, I'd be really interested to hear about them. And I will check and see if there's comments added to this post. But yeah, I wouldn't hurry back. Thanks for dropping by. Those that did, I'm sorry. It was bad. All right, I'm going to stop the stream now and catch you all on something hopefully a bit more fun later.